Okay, and I'm back. Let's hope for no more delays. I knew things were going too well. So yeah, this is the second stream now, and once Becca's here, we'll return to Ghostbusters. So yeah, the stream will go up in 2 parts. As long as this one doesn't mess up. If this one's messed up, I'll pull my hair out. But yeah. So just waiting for Becca, who was on the other stream. This is the new stream. We're going to be watching Ghostbusters from 1984. We're going to continue watching it. We got about 20 minutes into it or something like that on the last stream. Maybe a bit less. So, yeah, this is obviously really crap viewing, which I apologize for, but the other stream kept buffing and I couldn't seem to fix the issue. Must have been a poor connection or something. So if Becca shows up in a minute, we can start. Okay, so I guess I'll do a couple of updates while I'm waiting for Becca to come across from stream to stream. Should be another Glow review up a bit later, hopefully. That'll be episode 2. And earlier today I put up my second Tales of the City review. That's the Netflix miniseries, the revival of the early 90s show. So my latest review of that went up earlier today. And more to follow at some point. Just waiting to see if Becca or anyone else shows up again. Okay, she's just seen my message, folks, so she should be here any moment now. Such a weird thing talking to myself, but hopefully people will watch this when it goes up, so it won't be so weird. And any moment now, Becca should grace us with her presence. Like clockwork. There she is. Hello. Okay. Thanks for sticking around, and sorry for all these tech issues. So I don't want to tempt any more fate, so I think we should get back to the film pretty much now. So I sort of paused it on the scene where they'd just been kicked out of the university, so their grant had been ended, their funding had been ended. They were just talking about starting their own business, which of course will be the Ghostbusting business. So just pause it around there, Becca, and we'll go from there. I'm not sure where you were exactly. Okay. Okay, yeah, I've paused it on the bit where they're looking around the building, which is going to become their base, basically. So they're talking to the woman who's like the land, the letting agent sort of thing. Very familiar woman as well. I think she showed up in quite a lot of 80s films. I also recognise her from an episode of Seinfeld, the subway one. So yeah, just pause it on when they're talking to her, and we'll be roughly in sync. I'll get a bit more water. Oh, okay, hang on, I'll just get to that bit. I'm a bit behind you.
Hey, we should stay here tonight. Sleep here.
He's such a kid. Such a kid, Dan Aykroyd.
I think we'll take it. Good.
Just hang on, I'll just find the bit. Is it in the same scene when he's on top of the pole? Let's go back. Oh yeah, I've got it, yeah.
Does this ball still work?
Okay. So I've paused it where he's about to come down the pole. So that's where you are, right? Cool. Okay. So I'll count us down and we'll unpause it. So 3, 3, 2, 1. Ghostbusters.
Wow, this place is great. When can we move in? You gotta try this pole. I'm gonna get my stuff.
As I was saying, such a kid.
Stay here tonight. Sleep here. Try it out.
Yeah, I love his enthusiasm. Dan Aykroyd. Such like a kid in an adult's body. And I just love how he sort of kind of shames them into it in a way. They weren't quite sure of the decision. Yeah, the buildings are very distinct in this film. And a very young Sigourney Weaver, who of course had a big break in Alien. And chances are she got cast in this on the back of that. That was 79, so not too long before this.
I was just exercising. I taped 20-minute workout on my machine and played it back at high speed, so it only took 10 minutes. I got a great workout. Yeah, you want to get for a mineral water?
Oh, I'd really like to, Louis, but I have to go to rehearsal now. Excuse me.
No sweat. I'll take a rain check.
And I guess in another film, the nerdy Rick Moranis character might actually end up with Sigourney Weaver, but not in Ghostbusters.
I'd like you to stop by, being that you're my neighbor and all.
Thank you, Louis. I'll really try to stop by.
Listen, that reminds me, you shouldn't leave your TV on so loud when you go out. Creep down the hall, phone the manager.
That's strange. I didn't know you was on that too.
Oh, yeah, you know what I did? I found on the ledge. I tried to disconnect the cable, but I couldn't get in, so you know what I did? I turned on my TV real loud, too, so everyone would think that one of their TVs had something wrong with it. Okay, so I'll see you later, huh? I'll give you a call. I'm gonna have a shower.
A little mean, but the guy just won't take a hint.
Feelings of dread in your basement or attic? You or any of your family ever seen a spook, specter, or ghost? If the answer is yes, then don't wait another minute. Pick up your phone and call the professionals. Ghostbusters. Our courteous and efficient staff is on call 24 hours a day to serve all your supernatural elimination needs. We're ready to believe you.
I love the fact that it has her seeing the cheesy ad in this scene, because it's that whole thing of you never think she doesn't believe clearly in this stuff, and then that sets it up for the fact that a ghost actually haunts her apartment and she ends up being involved with the Ghostbusters. It's just a nice little scene to set that up, really. Ah, the eggs on the counter. Cool little effect there with the eggs on the counter, just proving you don't need anything flashy. But man, I've never opened up a fridge and seen all that in there. That's some fridge he's got there.
Need some suspensing work and shocks and brakes, brake pads, lining, steering box, transmission, rear end. How much? Only 4,800. Maybe new rings, also mufflers, a little wiring. Gene, any calls?
No.
Any messages?
No.
Customers?
No, Dr. Bankman.
Good job, isn't it? Type something, will you? We're paying for this stuff. Go staring, you got the bug eyes. Gene! Sorry about the bug eyes thing. I'll be in my office.
Very handy, I can tell.
Very retro, very spooky as
I
well.
like to read a lot, too.
Brent is dead.
Oh, that's very fascinating to me. I read a lot myself. Some people think I'm too intellectual, but I think it's a fabulous way to spend your
Whoa.
spare time. I also
Egon predicting the death of Prince back in the early 80s.
I collect spores, molds, and fungus.
That guy really had vision. I love Janine as well. She's just a little gem of a character. So well played by Annie Potts, whichever it is.
Oh, excuse me. This is the Ghostbusters office. Yes, it is. Can I help you? I have an appointment. I'd like to talk to someone, please.
I'm Peter Brinkman. May I help you?
Well, I don't know. What I have to say may sound a little unusual.
Well, it's all I get day in, day out around this place. Come into my office, miss.
Barrett, Dana Barrett. And this voice said,
Just love that little eye roll she gave him there as he was working his magic.
Generally, you don't see that kind of behavior
Oh,
in major
or
plays.
trying
What do you
to.
think it was?
well, if I knew what it was, I wouldn't be here.
Egon, what do you think?
She's telling the truth. At least she thinks she is.
Well, of course I'm telling the truth.
You and Weaver. Oh yeah, I remember you telling me you would talk, Becca.
Just met balls and come in off the street. You know what it could be? Past life experience intruding on present time.
Could be erased memories stored in the collective unconscious. Would rule out clairvoyance or telepathic contact.
But how many aliens did you kill? That's the question, really, Becca.
I don't either.
Because until you've killed aliens like she has, you can't really say you've walked a mile in her shoes.
Check out the structural details in the building. Maybe the building itself has a history of psychic turbulence.
Right, good idea. I could look for the name Zool in the usual literature.
Space catalog.
Coven spirit guide.
Tell you what, I'll take Miss Barrett back to her apartment and check her out. Check out Miss Barrett's apartment. Okay?
Okay.
So good.
Something's gonna happen.
I'm definitely getting the soundtrack to this. The music is so good.
The closet.
I hate this. Like torture. That's right, boys. It's Dr. Beckman. Wow, space. Just you?
Yes.
Good.
Just water. I'm not getting drunk tonight, Becca, don't worry.
That's the bedroom, but nothing ever happened in there.
Nothing. Yeah. You knew he would get a joke out of that line.
They're usually pretty stiff.
Nothing ever happened in the bedroom. Does that suggest she doesn't date much?
That's the kitchen.
Is she meant to be a virgin? Who knows? Maybe she just doesn't. Maybe I'm reading too much into it as well.
Dana, are these the eggs?
Yes. See, I was over there, and these eggs just jumped right out of their shells and started to cook on the counter.
That is the
And that's when I started to hear that awful noise coming from the refrigerator. Dr. Beckman, you've come all this way. Would you like to check your refrigerator?
Let me check the fridge. Good call.
I'm struggling to decode that message, Becca. What are you talking about? Are you telling me what you're drinking? Or are you asking me a question?
This wasn't here. There was nothing here. There was a space, and there was a building or something with flames coming out of it, and there were creatures riding around, and they were growling and snarling, and there were flames, and I heard a voice say Zool. It was right here.
I'm sorry, I'm just not getting any reading.
Well, are you sure you're using that thing correctly?
I think so, but I'm sure there
Ah,
are
okay.
seconds in there.
Cool.
Well, that's great. Either I have a monster in my kitchen or I'm completely crazy.
I don't think you're crazy.
That makes me feel so much better.
Let me tell you something.
You struck out on that one, Petey
My
boy.
place, and all I have is my work. There's nothing else in my life. I meet you, and I say, my God, there's someone with the same problem I have.
Yes, we both have the same problem. You.
I'm gonna go for broke. I am madly in love with you.
Leave this. Please leave.
And then she threw me out of her life. She thought I was a creep. She thought I was a geek, and she probably wasn't the first.
You're so odd. No.
I've got it.
No.
I'll prove myself to you.
It's not necessary.
Yeah, I'll solve your little problem.
Okay.
And then you'll say, Pete Bickman's a guy who can get things done.
Right.
I wonder what makes him tick.
I wonder.
I wonder if you'd be interested in knowing what makes me tick.
Right.
I'll bet you're going to be thinking about me. Road
I
going.
bet I am.
No kiss. You're our first customer. You're our first and only customer. I'm going to need to draw some petty cash. You should take her out to dinner. We don't want to lose her. Now, this magnificent beast here represents the last.
Okay. He never runs out of ideas to try and get somewhere with the ladies, does he? Now he wants to use the petty cash to take her out for lunch.
You do?
That is genius.
Yeah? No kidding.
Ah, I think they might be onto something.
Yes, of course. Oh, they'll be totally discreet. Thank you.
We've got one! Ah, such a cool car. I think probably that car and the DeLorean are the two classic 80s movies cars. I mean, I don't drive, and I have no intention of driving, but if I did, I would love to drive one of those cars.
No, heavens, no. Kidding? The owners don't like Steve talk about it. I hope we can take care of this quietly. It's tonight. Yes, sir. Don't worry. We handle this kind of thing all the time. What are you supposed to be? Some kind of a cosmonaut? No, we're exterminators. Somebody saw a cockroach up on 12. That's got to be some cockroach. Bite your head off. Going up? I'll take the next one. You know, it's just occurred to me we really haven't had a completely successful test of this equipment. I blame myself. No sense worrying about it now.
You know what? I never did, Becca. I haven't really dressed up much, but you read my mind because I was just thinking, and I should really dress up as a Ghostbuster one day. Maybe I'll see if I can get the outfit for Halloween this year. No smoking in an elevator in 1984. What the hell are you doing?
Sorry. I'm sorry. We thought you were someone else. Successful test? I guess so. I think we better split up. Yeah, we need more damage down here.
Her and the toilet rolls. The toilet rolls on fire. That's so great. Oh gosh. Ah, Slimer. Slimer originally was meant to have a bigger part in this film. I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere.
Disgusting. Holding myself.
But he just does the one scene in the end. And a pretty great scene it is. Bit of trivia for you, Becca. Do you know who Slime was based on? They really are. Which actor was Slimer based on? Have you heard this story?
Come in, Ray. Pippin! I saw it!
Jabba?
It's right here, Ray. It's looking at me. He's an ugly little spud, isn't he? I think he can hear you, Ray. Don't move. It won't.
Oh yeah, I just love Venkman's deadpan reactions. I'll give you the answer in just a moment. But first, he slimed me. Actual physical contact. Ah, these lines. Slime was based on John Belushi. It was a tribute because I think John Belushi died before Ghostbusters, and originally he was supposed to have a part in Ghostbusters. So as a tribute, Slime was based on him. Pretty cool. Such a tragedy what happened to John Belushi.
There it is. Silly. That's the one that got me. Please. Ready? Throw it. I did that. That's my fault. It's okay. The table broke the fall.
There's something very important I forgot to tell you.
What?
Don't cross the streams.
Why?
It would be bad.
I'm fuzzy on the whole good bad thing. What do you mean bad?
Try to imagine all life as you know it stopping instantaneously and every molecule in your body exploding at the speed of light.
Total protonic reversal. Right, that's bad. Okay. All right, important safety tip. Thanks, Egan. All right, Ray, take the left. Egan, take the right. Okay, Ray, just give me one eye outside.
Whoa.
Yes, I assure you, Mrs. Van Hoppen, there is no problem with the room. It will be ready. Won't be at time as soon as your guests are with us.
The last girl took something out of him, but he's gonna move. I need some room to put the trap down. Give me some room.
Yeah, kind of, Becca. I can see that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll let go, single. Spengler, I want a confinement screen from you, okay? Go! Hold him up there, he's gonna move. Hold him up. Go! Working, Ray. Just bring him down.
I would love to do this at the hotel I work at, by the way. That would really stick it to them.
I'm opening the trap now. Don't look directly into the trap.
Look at the trap, Ray.
As soon as I close the trap. Get ready. I'm closing it. Now!
It's in there.
I think it's another kind of like mini important scene in the film, the fact that it's their first ghost proper like mission, and they're sort of going into the unknown. So they have to get that first one under the belt to really build confidence and really feel, yeah, we can actually make a living out of this. And it's just little scenes like that are actually important for the film and for the story. Oh, Becca, YouTube getting sensitive on your use of the word arse. That's ridiculous. Hang on. There you go.
Today, the entire eastern seaboard is alive with talk of incidents of paranormal activity. Alleged ghost sightings and related supernatural occurrences have been reported across the entire tri-state area.
Well, everybody has heard ghost stories around the campfire. Heck, my grandma used to spin yarns about a spectral locomotive that would rocket past the farm where she grew up. But now, as if some unforeseen
Ghostbusters. You can call Ghostbusters.
Important topic today, ghosts and ghostbusting. The controversy builds, more sightings are reported. Some maintain that these...
Larry King, I tell you what, he's one of those guys. He barely ages. He looks pretty much the same in the 80s as he did like in the 90s. And then even after that. I tell you, man. I'm pretty sure he's some sort of demon or something.
Still making headlines all across the country that the Ghostbusters are at it again. This time at the fashionable dance club, The Rose. The boys and Grace slugged it out with a pretty pesky poltergeist, then stayed on to dance the night away with some of the lovely ladies who witnessed the service. This is Casey Kasem. Now on with the countdown.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No job is too big, no fee is too big.
Is it just the news that doesn't give arms and legs?
As they say in CD, I'm sure there's one big question on everybody's mind, and I imagine you are the man to answer that. How is Elvis, and have you seen him lately?
Oh boy. I'm willing to bet this is the most action Ray has had in a while. And the group is complete with Winston.
Telekinetic movement, full trance mediums, the Loch Ness Monster, and the theory of Atlantis.
If there's a steady paycheck in it, I'll leave it again. I gotta get some sleep. I'm dying. You don't look good. You know?
Horny Casper, very good, Becca.
Here's the paper out of Brooklyn. They were beat.
Here's tonight's worksheet.
Oh, great. 2 more free repeaters.
This is Winston Sedmore. He's here about the job.
Beautiful. You're hired. Ray Stats, Pete Blackman. Congratulations. Help me, please. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard, Winston, indeed.
These guest conductors. I mean, so much your time is not going to do much good to screen this in German.
Well, I don't think that the man is competent to conduct the major symphony orchestra.
Yeah, this guy she's hanging out with is such a flake. He's no match for the charm of Dr. Venkman.
That was a wonderful rehearsal.
You heard that?
Yes, you're the best one in your row.
Oh, thank you. You're good. Most people can't hear me with a whole orchestra playing.
I don't have to take this abuse from you. I got hundreds of people trying to abuse me.
I know, you're a big celebrity now. You have some information for me on my case?
What's the step?
The stiff happens to be one of the finest musicians in the world.
you have some information for me, please?
Well, sure, but I'd prefer to give it to you in private.
Why don't you tell me that?
Well, okay, I found the name of Will.
He's one of the finest musicians in the world. He looks like he can barely tie his shoelaces.
Hittites.
Hittites, Mesopotamians, and Sumerians.
Zool was the name of Gozer. What's Gozer?
Gozer was very big in Sumerian.
Well, what's he doing in my icebox?
I'm working at that. If we could get together Thursday night, I'm thinking 9-ish. You know, we can change it.
Oh man, he's working those moves again.
I'm busy.
Miss Barrett, you seem to think there is something wrong up here that says in your mind he enjoys taking his evenings off and spending it with his clients. No, I'm making a special exception in your case because I respect it. It's corny, but
I think what I sort of like about this romance is the fact that I think she slowly warms to Venkman, partly because she sees that there's more to him, but also I think she's kind of charmed by the story of him and the group as they develop. So it's almost like she's in a relationship with the whole group, not just Venkman. And I think you're convinced over the course of the film that he likes her as well.
this is where we store all the vapors and entities and slimers of the trap.
Venkman's in love.
Load a trap here. Open, unlock the system. Insert the trap. Release. Close, lock the system. Set your entry grid. Synchronize your field. And the light is green. The trap is clean. Ghost is incarcerated here in a custom-made storage facility.
There's a man from the EPA here to see you. He's waiting in your office.
EPA, what's he want?
I don't know. All I do know is that I've been working 2 weeks without a break, and you promised me you'd hire more help.
Janine, some of your qualifications, there is no trouble finding a top-flight job in either the food service or housekeeping industry. You gonna answer that?
With better jobs than this. Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Can I help you? I'm Walter Peck. I represent the Environmental Protection Agency.
Walter Peck, eh? What a winning name that is.
Are you Dr. Peck? Exactly what are you a doctor of, Mr. Peck? Well, I have PhDs in parapsychology and psychology.
This guy, wasn't he in one of the Die Hard films? One of the first two?
Yeah.
He might have been in both. I want to say he played like the creepy reporter.
And where do you put these ghosts?
He always plays slime bags.
Into a storage facility. And would the storage facility be located on these premises? Yes. And may I see this storage facility? No. And why not, Mr. Beckman? Because you did not use the magic word. What is
Is the magic word, Doctor? Please.
Please.
Duh.
May I please see the storage facility, Mr. Beckman? Why do you want to see the storage facility? Well, because I'm curious. I want to know more about what you do here. Frankly, there have been a lot of wild stories in the media, and we want to assess any possible environmental impact of your operation. For instance, the presence of noxious, possibly hazardous waste chemicals in your basement. Now, you either show me what is down there, or I come back with a court order. You will get a court order, and I'll sue your ass for wrongful prosecution. You can have
Yeah, you tell him, Pete.
Worried it's getting crowded in there, and all the recent data points to something big on the horizon. What do you mean the big? Well, let's say this Twinkie represents the normal amount of psychokinetic energy in the New York area. According to this morning's sample, it would be a Twinkie 35 feet long. That's a big deal. We could be on the verge of a fourfold cross-rip, a PKE surge of incredible, even dangerous proportions. We just had a visit from the Environmental Protection Agency. How's the grid all work? Not good.
I guess the message is don't go and work for the APA, you just end up as a jerk. I love the Twinkie line as well. Back in a minute.
Oh, Dana, it's you. You gotta come in here. You're missing the classes. Well, I couldn't decide. Need a date? Tonight? Well, that's okay.
Yeah,
You can bring him along.
more creepy gothic images.
That's great. I'll tell everybody you're coming. We're gonna play Twister. We're gonna do some great things.
Twister, classic. I love the fact that even a nerd like that has a creepy side. I mean, come on, you know that he's only playing Twister to try and get girls in a compromising position. God, Lewis.
Oh, hi. I've been busy. Well, no, everything is fine. Yeah, no, just at one time. Oh, I am. I will. I won't. Yes, love to Dad. Bye. Bye.
Oh. Oh no. No, it's a hot lemon, Becca. Yeah, actually, some freaky scenes here. Bit more scary than some people think. And the effects, again, for the era are pretty good and they hold up. And of course, effects are overdone nowadays.
Don't leave yet. Listen, maybe if we start dancing, other people will join in. Oh, don't move. I just gotta get the door. Ted and Annette! Hey, glad you could come. How you doing? Give me your coats. Everybody, this is Ted and Annette Fleming. Ted has a small carpet cleaning business in
Good call, Becca.
There's not supposed to be any pets in the building.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more obvious there when the dog is out on the street, but again, it's early 80s, so CG wasn't really that advanced then. I think generally the effects are quite good in the film. I'm more a fan of practical effects anyway than CGI. Not really a big CGI fan.
You little push. Maybe I got a milk for.
Yeah, quite possibly. No, pretty sure it didn't. By the way, I meant to ask you, Becca, what the hell is Pachisi? It's a game that he mentioned in the previous scene, and I've heard it mentioned once or twice, but I'm assuming it's an American game, which is alien to us Brits. So, enlighten me, Becca. What is Pachisi? Parcheesi.
I'm afraid there's something to mean here. I didn't get your name.
Zoo. I'm the gatekeeper.
Aha.
What are we doing today, Zool?
And the plot thickens.
Gozer, huh?
Again, just such a good atmosphere and tone to this scene throughout the film. I think that's okay. Yeah. So see, we're learning something new every day. I think it's just little touches like the music and the atmosphere, and the quality of the cast that just lift it above just being sort of a comedy. It makes it a comedy sci-fi with some horror bits in it, little bit of romance. It really is a nice little package as a film. Blends a lot of different elements really well.
Sounds like you got at least 2 people in there already. Might be a little crowded.
I love Pete's line about it sounds like you've already got 2 people in there already.
Relax. Hands on your chest. What I'd really like to do is talk to Dana. I want to talk to Dana.
And I think this is a big scene really for Venkman. It really shows that he does care about her. Then this is something different for him.
Dana, just relax. Dana. Can I talk to Dana?
Zoo.
What a lovely singing voice you must have. Now I'm going to count to 3 Zoom. I don't get to talk to Dana. There's going to be some real trouble in this apartment, I think. 1,
Sidebar, but I just remembered where I heard Parcheesi from before. It actually features In the Buffy episode, Ted brings it up. He says something about want to play a game of Pachisi. That's where I heard it first of all. When he's malfunctioning. When it's malfunctioning. And sorry if that's a spoiler, but anyway.
Are you the gatekeeper? Hey, he pulls the wagon. I make the deals. You want to ride? And all prisoners will be released.
Must have been.
You will perish in flame! What an asshole.
Dropping off or picking up. Just a moment.
You a Ghostbuster? Yes. We picked up this guy. Now we don't know what to do with him. Bellevue doesn't want him, and I'm afraid to put him in the lockup. And I know you guys are into this stuff, so I figured we'd check with you.
All right.
Bellevue doesn't want him, eh? Bellevue getting very picky.
You better bring him inside.
You are so kind to take care of that man. You know, you are a real humanitarian.
I don't think he's human. What did you say your name was? Vince Clortho, Keymaster of Gozer.
According to this, his name's Louis Tully. Lives on Central Park West. Do you want some coffee, Mr. Tully?
Do I? Yes, have some. Yes, have some. Vince, you said before you were waiting for a sign. What sign are you waiting for? Gozer the Traveler. He will come in one of the three chosen forms. During the rectification of the Voldrani, the Traveler came.
You know, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure doesn't Lewis and Janine start going out in the second film, which is odd because in this she appears to be dating Egon. I could be remembering that wrong, but I'm pretty sure they start dating in the second film.
It's unusually very psychic, and I have a terrible feeling that something awful's going to happen to you. I'm afraid you're going to die.
I think it is. It's a really weird look,
I'll get it.
but it fits.
Egon, Peter. Thanks, I've got it.
I have some news from the world of Gozer.
What is it, Peter?
I'm here with Vanderbilt. It seems the Ghost has been with some moves on my would-be girlfriend.
How is she?
I think we can get her a guest shot on well. I just whacked her up with about 300 cc's of Doris, and she's going to take a little nap now. But she says she's the gatekeeper. Does that make any sense to you?
Some. I just met the Keymaster. He's here with me now.
We have to get these two together.
I think that would be extraordinarily dangerous.
Okay, well, hold on, Neil. We'll be there in a little while.
Good. Thank you, Vince. We have to find Ray. I need him here immediately.
Bad news, huh? I gotta go.
Hey, Ray. You leave this guy. Never met him. I do. I love Jesus' style. This man can't just leave him as easy and touch me now. He's so involved. These are the blueprints for the structural ironwork in Dana Barrett's apartment building, and they're very, very strange. Hey, Ray. Do you remember something in the Bible about last days when the dead rise from the grave? I remember Revelation 7:12. And I looked as he opened the sixth seal, and behold, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became as black as sackcloth, and the moon became as blood. The seas boiled, the skies split. Judgment Day, Judgment Day. Every ancient religion has its own myth about the end of the world. Myth? Ray, has it ever occurred to you? And maybe the reason we've been so busy lately is because the dead have been rising from the grave.
pacing just so perfect in this film. It's a great example of a really good three-act structure. And Hollywood did it so well in this era, and now you very rarely see it from them. It's an original idea, exciting, and a well-told story with fun characters. Sadly, you very rarely get that from Hollywood nowadays.
Step aside, Miss Rowe. Have you arrested for interfering with the police officer?
Oh, no, hold on. I've seen TV. I know you can't come in here without a warrant or a writ or something.
Cease and desist all commerce order, seizure of premises and chattels, ban on the use of public utilities for non-licensed waste handlers, and a federal entry and inspection order.
There's one more test I'd like to perform.
Hang on. I tried to protect him. He says they have a warrant.
Excuse me, this is private property.
Shut this off. Shut these all off.
I'm warning you, turning off these machines would be extremely hazardous.
I'll tell you what's hazardous. You're facing federal prosecution for at least a half a dozen environmental violations. Now, either you shut off these beams or we shut them off.
I love Lewis copying his finger pointing.
High voltage laser containment system. Simply turning it off would be like dropping a bomb in the city.
Don't patronize me. I'm not grotesquely stupid. Like the people you Bill Petty's officer. I'm Peter Benson. I think there's just been a slight misunderstanding, and I want to cooperate in any way that I can.
Forget it, Beckman. You had your chance to cooperate, but you thought it'd be more fun to insult me.
Well, now it's my turn to watch.
You want to shut down the protection grid, Peter.
We shut that thing down, and we are not going to be held responsible for whatever happens. No, we won't be.
Shut it off.
Don't shut it off. I'm warning you. I've never seen anything like this before. I'm not interested in your opinion. Just shut it off. My friend, don't be a jerk.
Step aside.
If he does that again, you can shoot him.
You do your job, pencil neck. Don't
Yeah, you tell him. Pencil neck. Oh boy.
Source facility fluid. You shut off the protection grid.
Oh, great.
That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Where's the key man?
Shit.
Who's the key man?
Come on.
Hold it! I want this man arrested! Having these men are a criminal violation of the Environmental Protection Act! And this explosion is a direct result of it!
Kick his ass, Egon. He's a jackass.
Columbia Building, 57th Street. I'm in a hurry, so let's not talk.
Oh, there's Slimer again. He does appear. Another cool bit of music. So the demons are running the city, which of course is better than Trump running the country. Demons or ghosts much more suited to run things than the person who's currently running things. But then again, maybe Trump is a ghost or an alien. That would explain a lot, to be fair.
Structure of this root cap is exactly like the kind of telemetry tracker that NASA uses to identify dead pulsars in deep space.
Political rant over.
Murders, good cores and pure selenium. Everybody getting this so far? So what? I guess they just don't make them like they used to, huh? No! Nobody ever made them like this. I mean, the architect was either a certified genius or a pathetic wacko. Great. For a moment, pretend that I don't know anything about metallurgy, engineering, or physics, and just tell me what the hell is going on. Never studied. The whole building is a huge superconductive antenna that was designed and built expressly for the purpose of pulling in and concentrating spiritual turbulence. Your girlfriend lives in the corner penthouse of Spook Central. She's not my girlfriend. I find her interesting because she's a client, because she sleeps above her covers. Or feet above her covers. She barks, she drools, she claws.
Not the girl, Peter, it's the building. Something terrible is about to enter our world, and this building is obviously the door. The architect's name was Evo Shandor, founded in the Holy Spirit guy. He was also a doctor. Performed a lot of unnecessary surgery. Then in 1920, he started a secret society.
Let me guess. Gozer was
Right.
Ghost study.
After the First World War, Shandor decided that society was too sick to survive. He wasn't alone.
I love the prisoners gathering around.
Rituals up on the roof. Bizarre rituals intended to bring about
I mean, they probably think they're nuts, but hey, they're in prison, so they might as well suck all this in.
Hey! Hold it! I'm actually looking for a federal judge. He's into some molded Babylonian goddess who comes to Central Park West and starts tearing up the city. Very, not that.
Yeah, think it. I gotta get my own lawyer.
Okay, Ghostbusters. Mayor, think you got it.
Oh wow, it's the cop out of Die Hard, the one who befriends John McClane.
I am the key master.
Guess it's Lewis's lucky day. Yeah, I guess he got a bit typecast in that respect, Becca.
Ghostbusters are here today. Ghostbusters. Okay, the Ghostbusters. Hey, who has this pack? I am Walter Dexter, and I'm preparing a full report. These men are consummate snowballers. They use sensitive nerve gases to resist hallucinations. People think they're seeing ghosts. And they call these bozos who immediately show up to deal with the problem with a fake electronic light show. Everything was fine with our system until our thing was shut off. Is this true? Yes, it's true. This man has me. All right. Well, that's what I heard. City Hall. What am I going to do here, John? What is it? All I know is that there's no light show before the school. I've seen every too much to know today. This beats the hell out of me.
Whoa, third precinct. How do you explain that?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you, Lenny? Look at that, mate. We're in a real place here. What do you think I should do? Lenny, officially, the church will not take any position on the religious implications of these. No. Personally, Lenny, I think it's a sign from God. A young book. I think that's the sort of movie. I'm not going to call president, for instance. I wonder where to start praying.
Yeah, I'm not sure they should be bringing the church into this, but anyway. I love this line. It's a new white.
Or you could accept the fact that this city is headed for a disaster of biblical proportion. What he means is Old Testament. Yeah, they are real wrath of God type stuff. Fire and brimstone coming down from the skies, rivers and seas boiling. The dead rising from the grave. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. Get out and the point. What you wrong? I'm wrong, nothing happened. We go to jail. Peaceful, quiet. People enjoy it. But if I'm right, you can't stop this thing. Lenny, you will save the lives of millions of registered voters. I don't think you're seriously considering this. Get him out of here. Fine. I'll fix you, Rick. I'm going to give you a nice quick basket. I'm going to put this down. Now, what do you need?
I love the actor playing the mayor as well. He just feels like a very natural sort of politician. Going up in the world indeed, Becca. proper everyday heroes. People you can connect with.
Looks like we're in the teens. But when we get to 20, tell me. I'm gonna throw up.
I guess no elevators in this skyscraper. Yeah, I love the stairs stuff. I guess the elevator was out of order or something. Art Deco, very retro. And of course the hotel I work at now is an Art Deco one.
Hey, where these stairs go? They go up. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. She's a dog.
Pretty impressive set in this scene. Looks really good visually. Very different as well. Feels like a big deal, like the film has really built up to this scene.
Girl. Goes with the man. Whatever it wants. Or whatever it is, it's gotta get by us. Right. Go get her, Ray. Go to the Bavarian.
Good evening.
County and state of New York, I order you to cease any and all supernatural activity and return forthwith to your place of origin or to the nearest convenient parallel dimension. Now, do it. Thanks very much, Red.
Are you a god?
No.
Then
Duh.
Ray, when someone asks you if you're a god,
Say yes.
All right. This chick is cold. Stick. Oh. Give it. Hey, let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown. Hey, for the front top. What's so hard? We euthanized it. You know what that means? It's Miller time. Wait. Extraordinarily bad. What do you mean choose? We don't understand.
I think a scene like this you can see has been influenced by like disaster movies like King Kong or Godzilla. Nothing wrong with that, of course.
trust in me. The traveler has come.
Okay. Ray. Aykroyd's so good. The way he sells it. You can see his reaction as they're going around the group. Just the way he sells it. Oh, this is awesome. Mr. Stay Puft. Ghostbusters answered to King Kong. And I used to have the toy of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I remember it well. I had the toy.
You don't see every day. Something I love my child.
something that could never ever possibly destroy us. Mr. Stay Puft.
Oh yes, Becca.
Mr. Rose, Stay Puft Marshmallows. By the fire, I can't find it. Rain has gone bye-bye. What have you got left?
Sorry, Becky. Certified family for irrational plot.
Let me ask one out like this. Killed by 100-foot marshmallow man. We've been going on this all along. This Mr. Stay Puft is okay. He's a sailor. He's in New York. We'll get this guy laid. We won't have any trouble.
I have a radical idea. North Street both ways. First, the cargo boat.
How?
Across the street.
Excuse me, you said crossing the stream. Yeah, across the street. You're going to endanger us. You're going to endanger our client, the nice lady who paid us in advance before she became a dog.
Not necessarily. There's definitely a very slim chance of survival.
I love this plan. I'm excited. Let's do it.
Charles, definitely got work for another 5 years.
See how the other side is. Nice working with you, Dr. Franklin.
Time to cross the streams and hope for the best. Brilliant. Peck's day just went from bad to worse, and he deserves every second of it.
Spangler! Spangler! Are you okay? Oh, God. You okay?
All right.
You all right? Yeah. You okay? Fine.
Does a really good job of selling this whole thing with the characters. And it's a nice little fake out where just for a second or two you think he's lost Dana. Which would have been a note to end on, really. And another nice bit of music. The sort of love theme here.
Well, the superintendent's gonna be pissed. Are you okay? Who are you guys?
We're the Ghostbusters.
Because your taxes.
Oh, Lewis might have a job there.
Biggest interdimensional crossrip since the Tabisco blast of 1900.
Oh, great. I'm gonna sample your brain tissue. Okay.
I love this town. Ha ha ha. In the neighborhood, who you know? Ghostbusters. Something's here, and they don't look good. Who you know? Ghostbusters. Do 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 do. Ghost. R.I.P. to Ivan Reitman. Or Harold Ramis, I should say. Ivan Reitman is still very much with us. But Harold Ramis, who co-wrote the script with Dan Aykroyd, did a great job of writing it. And of course, he directed Groundhog Day, so the guy, a really great creative force, not just a good comedy actor. And Freno Ghost. Do, 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 do. And a pretty solid appearance for Ernie Hudson in one of his first films, Ghostbusters. Do do do, being a ghost. Do do do, do do do. Yeah 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 yeah. Boom 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 boom. Do 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 do. Ghostbusters. Freaky ghost. Oh, Ghostbusters. Makes me feel good. Ghost. Oh, this piano ending is so great. When I saw it at Glastonbury, the whole field was dancing to this theme at the end. It was glorious. I'm so buying the soundtrack this week. I can't believe I haven't bought it yet. I'm pretty sure it's in my local record shop. Quite cheap. It'll be a nice birthday treat. I'll treat myself to the Ghostbusters soundtrack. It's Tuesday. This Tuesday, Becca. Which works out well because I'll be off work. Thank you. Thanks. Cool. Cool. Happy birthday to your dad for last week. The Thompson twins on the soundtrack. Classic 80s group. Fantastic film. Never get bored of watching Ghostbusters. We just won't mention the sequel. Ghostbusters 2 because it's pretty crap, to be honest. But the first film is timeless. It's a classic. High Art. No, I don't think I've seen that one, Becca. I've heard of it, I think. Yeah. I only know bits and pieces of the Thompson twins. I probably need to listen to them more, but yeah. Great soundtrack. Yeah, sure, we can watch it sometimes on the stream or something. I think these streams normally do quite well. And they're always good fun, so yeah. The more the better. I know you won't get this because I've got it on DVD, but I'm loving the old school DVD menu on here. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned it before. 'Cause she's the director of the Kids Are Alright, isn't she? Didn't she do Grand Canyon or something as well? I know she's okay. Oh yeah, I was wondering where that was from. I should explain. Oh yeah, okay, Lauren Karen. Yeah, I should explain. Me and Becca are on a Buffy boards together, so she's talking about her signature on there. Yeah, I know she's quite a big indie director. I really enjoyed The Kids Are Alright. I need to see more of her stuff. But yeah, that's a film we can watch together sometime. Really good cast, certainly. Ali Sheedy, Rhonda Mitchell, Patricia Clarkson, and pretty great 5-star cast. Yeah, okay. What is it? Late 80s, early 90s? Yeah. Yeah, Ali Sheedy I like a lot. I think she's very underrated. Okay, 98 makes sense. Yeah, 99 maybe. Yeah, I think Ali Sheedy is actually my favourite of the Breakfast Club. And I mean that's a good cast anyway, but I think yeah, she just has a little something extra than I think the others maybe don't quite have. And she's gone on to have a bit of a career as well in quite diverse roles. I mean, probably, yeah. Oh, I love Breakfast Club. It's really enjoyable. Probably not as big a career as she should have done, considering the talent, but yeah, you definitely see her pop up in a lot of stuff. I mean, it was funny, like at Christmas, me and my brother were watching some films together, and she just kept popping up. Like I think we must have watched like the first Short Circuit film, and obviously she's in that. And then he put on like one of the recent X-Men films, and she popped up in that. And that's obviously like 20 years after the Short Circuit film, and we just kept seeing her pop up in films. It was really weird. But yeah, Ali Sheedy, I really like. Okay, so once we got going and no more tech issues, the stream went really well. It was a really good watch. I hope you enjoyed Ghostbusters. Becca, I'm sure you did by your reactions. It was a fun film to do. And I will put this stream up for anyone who's coming onto this stream not familiar with the channel. If you're interested in more content like this, more streams, more film watches, I also watch like episodes of TV sometimes on these things, just random episodes. If you're interested in that sort of stuff, then like and subscribe, and you can keep up to breast with what's happening on the channel. I sort of do a mixture of retro and current reviews. So I've been reviewing, oh yeah, West Wing for sure, one of my favourite shows, and one of Becca's as well. We're both big West Wing fans, and the West Wing. Sorry, is one I'm going to review one day all the way through for the videos. But yeah, I do retro reviews. So I've been reviewing Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm on season 1 of that. I've also started Gilmore Girls. I'm on season 1 of that. I did a retro film review of The Wicker Man recently, so I sort of review old and new films. Other TV stuff, I've just started on season 3 of Glow, so I'm reviewing that. Also be doing Jessica Jones, Stranger Things, Tales of the City, and also quite a big new show, Euphoria, the new HBO teen show, which started last week. So I was pretty impressed with the first episode. So that promises some good stuff. So I'm going to be reviewing that, all 8 episodes. So the second episode will go up, or the review of it will go up either Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, lots of content to look forward to on the channel. But I'm going to say goodnight because I'm maybe going to do another Glee review. Not Glee. Freudian slip there. Glow. Another Glow review. Nothing wrong with Glee, of course. At least not in the first season. Yeah, Becca's already seen the new season of Glow. But I'm pacing it so that I can review it for the channel. But that's it from me and from Becca. It's been a good, exciting stream. One day, Becca. I do have a long list. So, but yeah, Thanks, Becca, for taking part, and we'll do this again soon. Thanks, and good night. You too.